All right, just give it a second here so it'll catch up because we got that delay.
Mm-hmm.
And before it starts here, come on, you. The live stream is starting soon. Let me open up and there we are there. Let me open up this just in case. Pop. Hey, Demon Jester, what's up, buddy? All right, hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Styrene Syndicate Modelers Chat Show. We were supposed to have, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Across from me is my brother there, Soul Tang, Mr. Richard. What's up, brother?
What's up?
How you been, man? How you been, dude?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be twins.
Oh, man. How they used to say in the old neighborhood, if I had your hand, I'd throw mine away.
That's it. That's it, sir.
Oh, yeah. Today we were supposed to have Moggy, John Moggy McGee. He's some of you guys that know him is a hell of a painter. And his dad had an accident, so he's been in the hospital. So you guys are subscribe to him on Facebook and on YouTube, man. Send some well wishes for his old man. He got hit by a car, so his dad's kind of banged up. I mean, he's going to be okay, but he's got a few busted bones. So we'll reschedule that for some other time. So Baltazar might jump in. He's with his daughter. It's we're running late here, guys. We just got into Richard and myself there. So, but yeah, Richard, you were out doing what?
We're actually adopting a puppy. We're getting a dog. It's a male lab. Really sweet dog. Really sweet dog.
Labradors are great dogs, man.
Yep.
Very intelligent, very docile. Very good dog. Good.
Yep. Mellow dog.
Good protectors though. Once they grow up with you, protect the home really good. We've got Lord Tattoo in the house. Sharpie's models. We got Philip Strasden and Demon Jester and Lee Fisher, the Styrene Marine.
Hey guys.
Now, it's been a kind of interesting thing. I just want to talk a little bit, Richard, about the Silver Screen Dream Machine Grupo.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's going pretty well. I think Baltazar was talking about, now that he's got a little bit more time, he's got to get in on that. This one is I'll start on this one on Monday. This one here is going to be mine. 77, yeah. I meant to get some hard. I think I got gloss paint black here, but I'm kind of worried about the decals. This one especially, the Firebird.
That's a one-shot deal.
Yeah, because they look good in the box though. But I'll have something on this on the Red Dragon Model Works. I'll do a little, box review of that. But how about you, brother? Now that you're settling in the house there, and did you have your game last night?
Oh yeah, I had the first game here at the house. A couple of friends came over, and it was a great game. Really, really awesome game. Had a great time.
Was it what did you say?
It was 40K.
Okay, but what was it? A 500 point? I think you said you were gonna.
Yeah, it was 4 people, 500 points piece, and all painted miniatures. We had hope. I didn't think to take pictures. It was like the first game, the first time having folks to the house, and it was a really cool game. At one point in it, I'll show you. I have it here because my son brought it upstairs. This guy showed up, right, just randomly, and he ended up going nuclear. Somebody took him out, and he took out like half of the miniatures on the board because he exploded.
I've got a question for you. That one that you have there, can you show that again?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yep.
where can somebody find that? Is that a Forge World? Is that somebody else?
Oh, this guy is he's made by Dreamforge.
Dreamforge
is the name of the company. Yeah.
Now that hand cannon, is that something that you modified, or did it come like that?
No, this came with it. The thing that I modified here. Let me stick the arm on it. Hold on. It's got a sword that I modified.
Okay, yeah. And those are basically a lot, and not kicking Forge World and them in the butt, but these are a lot cheaper than the Forge World ones. Am I correct?
Yeah, they're cheaper by a bit, and they're much better built. I mean, and that's just my opinion.
Right.
I think they look cooler. Is
Yeah, I kind of like that look to him. That is just something else. So that's pretty cool though. So that guy got nuked in the game, huh?
Yeah, he exploded and took out man, he took out a whole I did this random generation of the armor save that he negated, and it was 3+ and Marines are all 3+, so he took like a whole ton of Marines with him. Oh, it was great. Everybody had a really good time. At one point he picked up a dreadnought and threw it across the table, across the across the board. That was great.
So you're starting to you're able to get into the what your gaming and your painting your figures and getting them all together now that you got most of the stuff done in the house.
Oh yeah. The house is well, it's done for the winter. Let me tell you that, because it's already starting to get cold here again. Whew.
Yeah, we got down to 34 today.
Yeah, it was 28 day before yesterday.
It was 60 degrees the day before yesterday here. 60 something degrees.
Yeah, and the day before that was like 78.
Oh yeah. Last was about in the 80s, you know. So, hey, Demon Jester, he says, Gil, are you going to make it look like the Bandit or your own spin on that car? Well, for the silver screen Dream Machine group build, it has to look like the car that was in the movie. So I've got two of them. This one I'm going to do this way. The second one I'm going to do my own spin on. I'm going to do a white, Mother of Pearl white on it.
That'll look sweet.
Yeah. I'm gonna, because a friend of mine, when I was growing up, about 1978, 79, I had a friend. You know, I can't remember his first name, but the last name was Galvan. Hector Galvan. He lived about 2 blocks down, and his brother had one. He had a white Mother of Pearl one, and it was just gorgeous. It was just gorgeous, man. But and ever since then, I always wanted one myself, but I never bought one. But when I saw this one, I thought, yeah, you know, I'm going to paint that, you know. I know that my sister and them, they still talk to them, and I haven't seen them in years. But if I paint it, I'll probably give it to my sister to have my sister give it to him. So,
oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, but we'll probably have a hangout after this, guys, because like I said, we were supposed to have Moggy on here, and there was a whole thing that we were going to do with Moggy, and Baltazar's with his daughter today. But he might jump in a little later. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'll show what I've got. But, you know, because I don't think you got anything painted yet. Have you, Richard?
No, I got the gamer guys will know this, but there's a new game for 40K. It's Kill Team, right? Okay. And I got that, and I've been painting the Marines from that, but they're just barely even started. I mean, they're not. Nothing's really. I'm just doing the blocking on them, and that's it. You know, that's all I've got.
Using that airbrush?
No, that's coming next. That's coming next.
You'll love that, man. That chrome, you're gonna love it, man. Once you get that, you know, that thin down real nice, you'll love it. Hey, Les, how you doing, buddy? So I want to show a little. I'm gonna switch cameras here. I've got a couple of things that I've been working on. I can't show one of them, and I've said that before. You guys have already seen the Titans. I haven't really gotten much done. This guy here, I was going to do, and I'm not feeling it, but maybe that's because I don't like the way this is coming out. I was going to do, and I'll talk about this piece in a minute, but this is that chopped VW bug that I was doing, or that I am doing. And I'm still debating if I want to continue on with this tortoiseshell, because this is just, you know, the base coats, and then now I got to go in and do all the line work and all that stuff.
Right.
But, you know, my wife's looking at it. She goes, she would really like to see this in the red. You know, so, you know, Mama usually gets what Mama gets, you know.
Right. Yes.
You know? So we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to still play around with this paint. I can always strip it. But and I'll talk about this piece, guys, because this thing, as you see it, this little magnetic thing is really cool to line stuff up. It's got these magnets. I saw Dr. Cranky had one of these, cool. And I went to go look and find out where to get it. And this was on Micromart. You guys know what Micromart is? Mm-hmm. They had a sale going on, $20 for this thing. It's usually, I think it's like $40, and that's high, man, for a piece of metal with some magnets. But they had a sale at half price, and I had a coupon with them. They owed me like, I don't know, some kind of credit with them. So I picked this thing up, and it's really cool, man, because you can line your tires up for that's all I'm going to use it for. It's like, well, you can use it for buildings too, but because these all come apart, But these are cool to line your tires up because look at that, dead straight.
Yeah.
Once you line them all up, and it's not going to move. I mean, it stays there unless you turn it upside down, of course.
which you did just a little bit ago.
Oh yeah, the top fell off, everything went flying. Yeah. You know what the guys are saying? Red will kill it. You know what? You're right, man. That's why she keeps telling me that this thing in red, and then you right up across here on this band here, and there's another band in the back. You put those bands in a chrome and that skull in the chrome, I think it'll look really nice.
When you're talking hot rods, dude, you got basic colors. Red is number one.
Yeah, there's going to be many more of these. I'm really getting into these. I hate to say it. I went over to the dark side, guys, but I'm getting into these cars, man. I'm getting into the chopping. This is the first chop I ever did, and I was talking to people about it. They said, "Well, I picked the worst one to chop because the way this is, the curves on this, you can't even
compound curves.
Yeah, look at that, man. And here's the trick. I didn't use, to smooth it down. I didn't use, what do you call that? Oh, Jesus, I'm having a brain fart here. I didn't use Bondo.
Yeah.
I used epoxy sculpt.
Yep.
So once it dried, I was able to go in there and sand it down real smooth, and it gave me a nice, thing. Some guys didn't like these flares. I like them.
I think they look cool. I think those flares are cool.
I like them with them. I like them without them. I like the way they look with the flares. So
that makes that car different than every other one because a lot of times either guys use front fenders, right, for the rear, right, or they'll leave them off altogether. If you got big meats, the bug is kind of shaped that way, right?
Yeah, because the way
I like those.
When I put that on there, I was originally thinking of putting some pinstriping on this right here, and I still might, but we'll see. But you guys, Micro Mart, I don't know if they still have the sale, but it comes in a box like this. Where's the box? Like a box like this here, and then you get all those, made in Taiwan,
right.
But you can always make one too. You just get a piece of metal and then some magnets, and there it is.
Yeah.
The other thing that I picked up over there, and some of you guys that do like photo etch and stuff, this thing here was $20, but on the paper, because I had that thing, I got it for 10. You get I got a photo etch bender, a metal one. I've got a plastic one, but I wanted a metal one, so and that's where I got it from.
Put a close up of that up there, Gil.
Right there.
Oh, that thing's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Now I've got a tiny one, like for little bitty pieces, from the itty bitty shop, a small shop. I've got a bigger one, and then I've got this one. So this one will probably be the one I use the most of.
Yeah, you don't have to bend something, but just basically, how does that thing work, man?
Well, with that razor blade, if you've got photo etch, you loosen it from here. You put your photo etch in wherever whichever one of these that that it will correspond to, and then when you just take your blade, you put it up underneath and you bend your photo etch with it.
Oh, so you scoop it with the blade and then roll it back.
Yeah, roll it up,
Yeah.
I know people that just it'll show you, like right here. There it is, right there.
Oh, there you go. Yep. That's it. Yep.
That's what these are for. They're really good for them. Any kind of like metal. I've seen people use like thin strip styrene. Use it to bend that.
You can crease the thin stuff pretty decent.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this was also, hey, I got it for $10, so I needed a new one, so there it is. I'll talk about this stuff in a minute because I want to see what you got there, bro. Show me what you got there, bro. Now,
went to the local game shop, and I'd already got the Betrayal Kalath, or however you pronounce it, right? Calth, right? So this is a game. This is a separate game in itself from 40K, right? That's all the stuff the thing comes with. So they just came out with a new one, part of the Horus Heresy stuff. and it's the burning of Prospero.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Pretty cool box art, you know.
Yeah, I love that box art.
You got all the guys down there,
Uh-huh.
right? So it comes with a ton. Here, let me get it centered.
All that stuff comes in the box.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It has a ton of miniatures in it. Here, let me show you what let me show you the game pieces, right? So you got cards that it comes with. This game requires a special set of cards to play. Okay. And not to get too crazy into everything that it has, but some folks playing 40K have been waiting for GW to redo the Sisters of Battle, right? Well,
they give you Sisters of Battle in that.
Yep. Oh. They call them something else, but that's what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of freaking detail on these things, right?
Oh, check that out. Yeah.
And they come with all the weapons. Here, check out that cape.
Yep. Look at that.
Right?
These people are getting better and better with their details on these things.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, it comes with those, and then you get, you know, they give you a ton of dice for the game, right? All the stuff you need, really.
Do you need all that die, all those die when you play it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because you're rolling multiple die for multiple things, and it's, you know, sometimes you need them. The other cool thing that it comes with is you make the game board as you go. This a lot of this stuff breaks apart. I don't know if you can see the lines in there.
Yeah.
Right.
They're faintly, but yeah, I can see them.
Yep. So this thing, you know, there's a ton of cards in here to break apart to make the pieces for the game board, and it gives you basically something to play on. Right.
We got to get you to do a bat rep on one of these days, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially these games. Right. And then the other thing that it comes with is you get a bunch of Terminators, and these are the new. These are a different Mark III's or cataract. Are these cataract eye? I can't remember what the name.
But you
is.
cannot get these outside of that box, right? Yet.
Not yet. No. My guess is they're gonna come out with them. You know, they're gonna. Here's another sprue of the. Check out that cannon.
Wow, look at that.
Is that flipped over right?
That double cannon right there?
Yep.
Yeah, check that out. I mean, just the little parts there you could use for other stuff, yeah.
See if I can get this thing to zoom right. There we go.
There you go, right there. Oh, check that out.
Right?
That is cool. Now, somebody's saying that Revell has gotten a hold of some of GW's older molds and will be releasing the cheaper sets. Did you ever hear that?
So yeah, the deal with that is GW has decided to make stuff.
Sharpie. I'm sorry. Thank you, Sharpie. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so GW has started making. There's the rest of of that sprue, but they've started making cheaper tiny boxes for younger kids to get into, right? And they're a lot easier to assemble. They're not like these. They're basically just two pieces and you stick them together. In fact, a lot of them you can press fit and they won't come back apart, right? But they're they're a cheaper price point, and they come with a couple of paints, some of them.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And the rumor was that they were going to sell them in places like Toys R Us. They got like this kiosk thing, you know, like everybody else does, right? I don't know if I've seen them. I don't think I've seen them in Toys R Us, and I don't know anybody that has yet.
No.
But I think that was the plan. It's that kind of retail packaging.
Yeah, I was there today. I didn't see anything like that. You know.
Yep. They're like super bright. You know, the bright colors on them, and you know all kinds of. They're not. You know, the box itself isn't like super dark. You know, the evil dark thing.
To get people involved in the game.
Exactly. That's it. That's to get them into it on a much cheaper price point. The other thing this box comes with is 30 of the Mark III armor. And these are just regular Marines. Here, let me.
How many sprues did they give you?
Enough to make 30.
No shit.
Oh yeah. There's a ton in here. Bingo. There we go.
Wow.
Check out the rivets. Whoop, there it went. Camera just went off focus.
Yeah.
So here, let me show you the helms. There you go. Right?
Yeah.
There's your helmets. All that kind of stuff. So they give you enough to make 30 of these guys. And the really cool part about this box set is the custodians, right? The custodes are wicked cool looking.
Those are the ones that you cannot get other than this box right now.
That's it.
Look at that shit. That sword is pretty cool. Look at that.
Yep. Let me flip it over. Hold on. Check out the shield. Hold on.
Put your hand behind it. That'll catch it. There you go. Oh, look at that. You got the double eagle on there. The Aquila, right? That's the Aquila.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. Look at that. Look at that glaive.
Wow. It's got some really nice I'm telling you, man. You know what? Yeah, they're a little pricey, but you get a lot of nice detail in that for that small. I mean, these things are like this big.
Yeah. These, I can't wait to put these things together, man. They're you get 5 of them, 5 of the custodes, right? And man, they are really, really detailed. Tons of detail on them. Anyway, that's what comes in the box is if you buy it just, I mean, this thing was like $150, right? If you buy it just for the miniatures, you've already come out ahead, right? And then it has a whole game to it. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. GW is absolutely moving forward. That's for sure.
Now, some of those big, later on in during the year, we'll show some once you're getting all settled there. I'd like to show these guys some of your scratch build stuff and some really nice bases that you got these things on.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Really cool. I mean, Moggy was really interested in seeing some of that stuff, but again, we'll talk to him later, man.
Absolutely. Yep.
So that's about it. I mean, you're just now starting to get back in your groove, isn't it?
Yeah. Just starting to crank things up. I got a whole lot of stuff cleared out. My son over here, I don't know if you can see it.
Is that his workbench? That's
his little workbench. He's been over there building the chaos stuff from the new Age of Sigmar. Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I got to get. You know what? Cool. I've got to get some of my stuff painted. I was talking to. They have a here in my local game store. They have a place where you can come in. There's a day of the week, I think it is, that they teach you how to play the game.
Yep.
So if anybody that's never played, you bring your stuff there, and they'll sit down with you, and then you play with other people that have never played, so you guys can all get together and do it. And the cool part about that is they have an age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get in there with the little guys that get, everybody wants the same, everybody, you got to give everybody a trophy kind of thing,
Right, exactly.
Get in there with people that aren't going to get mad and throw their Red Bull at you,
Right.
But yeah, I wanted to show some of the things. Now, guys, I've shown this on, let me switch this camera, on Facebook, and it's been all over YouTube, and I'm sure you probably are getting tired of seeing it, but I didn't get really much done other than that. There's a couple of things I did, but they're not for public display. This guy here is, let me see, should I use this camera or the other? Let me go back to the other one. I got better light on the other one. That one. Okay. This guy, I'm starting to base him. Let me move this in a little closer. This damn light, It's when you think you got the light down pat, then it bounces off that white, and it's like, whoa. But this guy here, that's a foot there that broke off, so I got it on a tack there so I don't lose it. But I'm starting to base him. I picked up a couple of things today over at Michael's, for the base here. I've got some little gravel and a little bit of grass, But this guy here, hopefully he'll be done by tomorrow.
Dude, he is so many colors and so many layers already. Holy guacamole!
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done adding it. I'm not gonna put it anymore. Because he can come right off of this. I don't have him, just glued down.
Yep.
Before I put him on there and seal him, I'm gonna put one more wash on him, and then he's done. And then I got this little guy. I didn't know what to do with him. I got another one, but I can't find it. This little guy. Now, this guy was a pain in the rear end to paint, man. Look at that.
That is tiny, man.
Oh man, this thing drove me nuts, man.
Wow.
I didn't know what to do with him. He came with this is from a game called Malifaux. And you get two of these, and then there's another one that's holding the skull, that he's ripping the skull out of somebody's body. And I was thinking about putting them either on his shoulder here, like his little conscience kind of thing, or like a little buddy there. But the more I looked at it, I started thinking I'm just going to stick him right there in the front there.
So he looks good in both places.
Yeah, so I'm going to put him right there. And then there's I was talking to a couple of the guys yesterday, and then this was sitting on the thing, so I'm going to use this. It's I forgot where I got this from, but you'll know it. You know where that's from.
Oh, yeah.
It's from a Warhammer. I don't remember where it came from, but I've got bits like this all over the place. So I'm going to take this, put a piece of make a pole, and then have it sticking in the back here somewhere, like a little totem.
Little added detail. Yeah, absolutely.
So this guy will get done, and then this here has been the bane of my existence. I got to get this done. Everybody, they keep messing with me about that. Well, Baltazar and I were talking about this, and this was supposed to have been for our group build here in town, and I never finished it. So you got these little metal plates here that drove me nuts, man. These things here.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Because I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but there's those little hooks there. You got.
Oh, that's insane.
Man, I just, you think you got them on right, then they come off, they fall off. I got them all over the place. So I'm going to finish painting this guy, and then because I got these figures that'll go with them, and I just bought a base that this is going to sit on. And I'm going to take another one. I got an old cheap artillery, what do you call it, a Sherman? And I'm going to cut it in half, the Sherman, and then have only half of it showing on the base. But it's going to be all blown out, and I've got a couple of guys that are all injured that I'm going to lay around it. And so anyway, well, that's the plan,
Yeah.
But that'll change. And then this guy, I want to get done. I picked this up today.
Oh, look at that base. Yeah,
this base here. I wanted something that this guy, when he's sitting on it, and he just draws your eye to it. So I picked this buck, $3.
Yeah.
I paid $3 for that. So. But yeah, that's what we're going to do there. So I just got to go in and, like here, I started clearing out once I shot a coat of Styrene on it just so I can see where all these, because in the white, you can't really tell.
Yeah, the reflections get all in there, and you think it's filled, and it's not. And
so you see right in here is where I'm cleaning it out. And once it's, right up around his horns there, I started cleaning them out. And so this guy's, I'm actually going to film live. I'm going to do this one live so I can I know like Josh and a few other people, I told them I would paint this live. I just picked up another airbrush. I'm waiting for that to come in. I picked up an Iwata Micron, and I got it for a steal, man.
Whatever you do, don't have music playing in the background. We don't want you in Facebook jail again.
So what? So they could spank me again? I was in Facebook jail there for the other day. Right. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I know better than stupid me. I didn't think about it.
You get the grooving, and you don't think about it.
Yeah. But I want to do that. Like on my page also is this guy here, because I was talking to somebody and he said, well, how are you going to go in there? You're going to go in there and paint every individual scale? And I thought, well, you can do that, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to dry brush this guy, other than the wings.
Dry brushing is perfect for that kind of detail.
Well, this is his base coat is the black. So that's the base coat, actually. And then you could take like here on the body. This is going to be airbrushed, all this. Because I got a scheme I want to do these wings. They'll be airbrushed, in 3 different schemes. like right in here will be like a red, but then in here you'll have like a burnt brown kind of look, and then down into like almost a black, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
mahogany, and then into like a dark sepia, and then into a reddish, and then in the yellow. Those are the colors I want on the inside.
Yeah.
On the outside here, we'll just do a couple of different ones. So that'll be done with an airbrush and a brush. But I was talking to somebody. I says, you don't have to. If you do it right, you don't have to go in here with a brush like this here and just every little scale. That's madness, man. You don't have to do that. Right. So you take yourself a nice big, a nice brush, paint, and just you don't want to go this way against the because you don't want that. You don't want it to
lip. You don't want it to gather under the lip of the scale.
Exactly. So you go with the scales. That way you can just work it with the scales, and then just you build up your colors that way. You do one color, and then you start working down.
And it's a super light touch through there.
Oh yeah,
That's all you need.
Yeah. You don't want to be heavy with it. You just want to just dust it. Lightly just. And it'll take a while to do it, but if you do it right, and hopefully I can pull it off, it'll come off. That's what I did with that Fulong Destroyer, that dragon. That's all for the most part. It was all dry brushed,
Right.
And then when it was done, then I went in with some individual scales,
Yeah, and basically, once you dry brush, when you do the second with the brush itself, basically what you're doing is you're increasing the resolution. Right, if that makes sense, you're drawing out more of the details. You're basically sharpening the details.
Yeah, as long as you don't add too much to it. Your base coat is this is my base coat is the black, and then everything's got to complement that black.
Yep.
So as you're adding more on there, you're getting lighter and lighter on your brush. You don't want too much on there. Dan B says another airbrush 20 wasn't enough. Well, you know what, bro? This was I wasn't gonna do it, but I couldn't pass up the deal that someone gave me, and for Micron it was a steal. So I think I pulled everything out. I started cleaning everything. I put the ones that I have 5 of them that are brand new that I bought at Adepticon and Gen Con. Those I put away. Those are for my grandson. Those I haven't touched those. Those are his. There's 4 of them that I'm going to give to my son-in-law because he's getting into it. My daughter does nail art, so the ones the older Badgers that I have, the single action ones, the fine needle ones, I'm going to get. Other than the 2 that my wife bought me, then she gets the.
Yeah, because those are now.
They mean something. They don't go anywhere because even if I don't use them that much, I'll pull them out just to use them on something. Because I don't know. It might sound silly to somebody, but for me, it always connects me to her.
No, that's between you and your wife.
Yeah,
man.
she's the one that got me onto this journey of airbrushing. It was her.
Right. Yeah.
And then I think I'm going to probably sell off most of the Iwatas that I got. I don't use them anymore. The ones I am going to keep is I have a Revolution, I have an Evolution, an HPCH, an HPTH, the big one, with the big
yeah.
That one, and then I'll keep the Micron. Everything else, I'll either give it to my grandson or sell them off. I was telling my wife, it got to the point where, it's too much of an obsession. Somebody tells me, "Hey, Gil, you want to buy this from me? What do you want for it?" "Oh man, I got that. Give it to me."
There it is.
And then you know what? And then you're sitting with them, and they're sitting back there, and you're like,
"Why did I buy all this,
dude? I got 4 soul tires. What the hell do I need 4 soul tires for?" But every time I see Ken, we're at like Adepticon, he's like, "Oh man, we got the show deal. Give me one.
Right.
But what you of all people know what I do with them.
Believe me, I do.
It don't. I can't. I'm done with it. I need to put that money into other things. I've got other things that I want to get I want to give this spray booth to my grandson when he gets older. So I want to start putting money away to buy another one, but smaller one for me. And then when he gets older, he can have this one. Now, whether he does it here or not, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to pass that on to him sooner or later because he's already asking me, Richard. He's asked Grandpa.
Well, he's doing it all the time, man. So it's
he's here. You know,
absolutely.
he calls it his woo chair because I call him Pa Woo. So he's got his own chair in there. So he says, Grandpa, I'm going to get my woo chair.
Dude, the Chronicles of Woo crack me up. Oh my God, that crap cracks me up. It's awesome.
There's another thing I wanted to mention to a few guys here, and I want you to I ask your forgiveness here, man. Some people have asked me for a shop card, and I just outright forgot, man. I mean, with everything that was going on in time here. If you guys are on Facebook and you want, oh Jesus, you know, a shop card, you know, or you know that I have a few of these guys. If you give me a second, I've got a few of these left over, and well, I'll find them. I've got some small stickers here. I know a couple of guys have asked me for them, and I cannot for the life of me remember who asked me for them. Now, they're not this big, guys. I only got 2 of these. But I have smaller ones of these. They're about maybe this big.
Yep.
If you guys want a couple of them, I just picked up today. I had 6 packages to go out over the weekend, and that went out. I've got a couple of these left. I've got maybe 15 of these left, the little ones. And I've got about 15 of the Styrene Syndicate ones left. First people to contact me on Facebook, I'll send one of each. But you got to contact me on Facebook, and you got to give me your you know, an address of where to send it. I don't care where you live. I'll send it out to you. But there's a bunch of guys that asked me, and I forgot. And you know, if you are one of those guys that asked me, when you hit me back up on Facebook, it'll pop up. The whole feed will pop up again. Usually that's the way it works, I think. So if you guys want one, let me know, man. And forgive me, man.
You know, dude, as we get older, brother, it's more and more stuff slips.
Richard, after the 48-hour, man, I've been ripping and running, and I haven't really had a time to decompress. I had so many things that I had about 4 car bills I had for people.
And you've had personal stuff too. You know, we all do, and it's
health issues. You know, I just had another procedure on the neck done on Thursday. It's just
folks forgive, man. It is absolutely part of it.
But if you guys want them, you know, and then I've got I'm going to do a little raffle for something, but I'll talk about that the next one. I've got one item here that I've got. One's going to him, and then the other one goes to Steve Sutton. But I'll have one left over, and I'm not going to talk about that just yet, you know. So now, guys, Dan, if you are on Facebook, or send me either at Red Dragon Model Works at gmail.com or Styrene Syndicate at gmail.com. Send me your address and where you want me to send this to. And I'll get them out sometime during the week. But, you know, as they come in, I'll send them out. You know, my mail lady, she'll just come right to the door and I'll hand them to her. It's an envelope, so I don't have to go to the post office. So Sharpie's models. Yeah, John, I kind of figured that was you. I didn't want to say, is that John? But yeah, I kind of figured that was you. Sharpie, John Sharp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna keep this with short, guys. I just wanted you guys to, you know, he's got something to do today. He left his wife and his boy and stranded, so he better go get him before they get away.
Well, they're just now doing the paperwork. There was so many people there adopting dogs. It was crazy, which is great. You know, that's awesome that people want these dogs and cats and whatever, right? That's awesome. But it's taken her all of this time to get through the line. It's crazy.
I am going to make a change, though, and until I talk to these guys, because I need to talk to Baltazar and I need to talk to Richard about continuing the hangouts on the Styrene Syndicate page. So if you guys want to hang out, I'm going to put one up on Red Dragon Model Works. Or do you want me to do it on this one, Richard?
You know, to me, it really doesn't matter as long as folks get in and have a good time. That's what I'm about.
So I'm going to post. Give me 5 minutes after we're done with this. I'm going to post a hangout up on the Red Dragon Model Works. I want to talk to these guys because there's a direction we want to go with the show here, and we want to keep it, you know. Anyway,
that's it.
Anything else? There's a couple of things here, but anything you want to say before we leave here, Richard? Before I let these guys go?
No. Just Happy to be here. There's always new stuff to build, man. We're all like squirrels. We all have the same disease. Build some models, man. Holy guacamole, you know.
There's if anybody's a member of the Styrene Syndicate Facebook page, one of our members lost his mother the other day, Rob Giesbrecht. There was a beautiful response here on the page, man. I appreciate that, guys. You know, we're not just a community, we're a family. And, you know, it meant a lot to that brother, man, that you guys reached out and done that. You know, it really did, you know. I know, you know, also there's, you know, people out there, you know, their health and shit like that, you know, it gets on there, you know. So, you know, just want to say that to you guys, you know, thank you for you know, you guys responding to Rob the way you guys did. You know, it was a beautiful thing, you know. There's another brother also that lost his wife there. You know, if you look on the page, you know what I mean, you know. So I appreciate that, you know, that you guys reached out to that brother like that. So, Richard, anything else?
No, I'm good to go. I'll be on the hangout. I got to go pick them up, but I'll be on the hangout later. I'll try to be.
All right, guys, bear with me here. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to shut this one down, switch over to the Red Dragon Model Works. I'll post a hangout on there. If anybody would like to join, I'll have the link will be on the Google Plus page, Styrene Syndicate Red Dragon Model Works, and it'll be on both Facebook pages. You're more than welcome to join. We can fit 10 people in. All we ask is you keep it clean, man. So you know, so we don't.
And tons of people can watch too. It's just limited to 10 in, but as many as they want can watch it and just hang out and build and listen to us jabber.
Yeah. So you guys, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. I appreciate it. You know what? The next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we'll have another show, and I got 2 guys I want to bring in. I'll see. We'll reschedule with Moggy, and there's another person, a car builder, that hopefully he'll be able to join us. I didn't say nothing because I haven't gotten a definite word from him yet. So, and then maybe we get this brother here to do some painting finally, you know. People, thank you very much, man. We appreciate all your support, you know, and stick around. Give me 5 minutes and let me set this up, man. So you guys be good, man. Be good to your families. Love your children, man. Leave the drama to the queens. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Ciao.